All right, folks, I just want to preach a revelation from the Lord, and this is so awesome. This morning, a gorgeous crescent moon. And the Lord showed me that the moon goes in shape from a C to an O, which are God's favorite letters, essentially to glorify the number 3. C equals 3, and O is 15, 3 times the third prime. And then all the words that describe the phases of the moon divide by 3. So crescent divides by 3, of course starting with the letter C, which is 3. And then full, every letter divides by 3, and then new divides by 3. So a crescent moon, of course moon divides by 3, so a crescent moon divides by 3, a new moon divides by 3, and a full moon divides by 3. But this morning, it was just awesome. It's just so gorgeous, totally romantic, and so divine. Just a perfect crescent moon. And it was one of those beautiful crescent moons on a clear, where you could see the entire circle of the moon, like the total image of the moon, like the shadow of the moon in that faint circle outline. I also have incredible eyesight, like better than 2020 when I got my laser eye surgery. It also, I can see, light and faint light better than ever before in life. But it was the shiny C of the crescent moon, like that perfect crescent. The shiny, C, silvery tint of gold this morning, and then the full O. And that's what God has ordained, C and O. This is 3 and this is 15. So it glorifies the number 3 every time you look at the moon. Of course, every time you look at any round circular object, that glorifies the number 3 because that's the famous O, which is 15, 3 times the third prime, 3 times 5. So, and then like just all the words divide by 3, like crescent divides by 3. New divides by 3, and of course everyone loves the full moon. A full moon, every letter divides by 3. F, U, L, L, all divide by 3, making 27 plus 24. In fact, full moon adds to 108, which equals worship. Good night. And it's just occurred to me, oh my goodness, this is too good. This is too good. Watch this. You can find the 2 loves in full moon because full moon adds to 108, which equals worship, and you can find all 4 27s that make the 2 loves in a full moon. This is a very expensive revelation. Full moon. You can find all 4 of the 27s. So F plus U is 27. 3 times 3 times 3. M plus N is 27. 3 times 3 times 3. And then L plus O is 3 times 3 times 3, and L plus O is 3 times 3 times 3. Glory to the Triune God. I worship Thee, Jehovah. I get down on my knees, and I thank Thee and I praise Thee, God of heaven. What is the current date and time for historic purposes? We should always record that. It is 6:14 a.m. right now. It is March 16th. Okay, the 16th day of the 3rd month of 2015. That's the first time in world history that someone revealed that the phrase full moon contains love plus love in the pair of 27s. So FU is 27, MN is 27, LO is 27, LO is 27. How divine the first 2 letters of love are repeated twice in full moon. LO. Glory to God. Wow. So full moon, that equals love plus love, 54 plus 54. But the best part of all is you can get the 4 27s. That's insane. So the M and the N is 13 plus 14. This is 12 plus 15. And then this is 6 plus 21. So that every letter in full divides by 3. Wow. Wow, full moon. But right now it is a crescent moon, which is shaped like a C in the sky. Like it's just that arc C, which equals 3. And then eventually the moon, and then, a half moon is another phase. Half, the word half divides by 3. Crescent moon divides by 3. Half moon divides by 3. I know ellipse, the word ellipse divides by 3, so if you call it an ellipse moon, you know, and then a full moon divides by 3. The word wax, we say it's waxing such and such. It's waxing full. It's waxing crescent. Wax is 24 plus 24. So waxing. So crescent. I got so many gems on here. I almost don't want to, because I just love meditating on them and soaking them into my brain over multi-day periods. But I'll just make a little bit of room here, just for the word crescent. That's amazing though. Full moon equals love plus love. So now a crescent moon. Crescent. 42, 60 plus. Crescent is 87, which equals truth. And then moon is 57. So together that makes 144. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 144 perfectly. 12 times 12. It's incredible. And then I'm sure you can find the 2 loves. And then you'll have a bonus 36 points on top of the 2 loves to make it 144. So it's pretty, you know, search for those 27s like we did before. Let's see, how do we want to go here? 39 plus 15, here's 1, E-N-T and an O. That makes love, bang on the nose. And I can make another 27 right here, and then pair that with the M and the N. So we've got 2 loves highlighted already, and that's what we do. So that's what we got in crescent moon. So you got love number 1 sitting right there, and that makes 39 plus 15, 54. And then you've got 27 right here plus 27 is another 54. And then you've got 3 letters that all divide by 3 left over, which is very beautiful. And what's really exceptional is that these guys then divide by 9, because of course love divides by 9. You got 54, 54. That's 6 nines, 6 nines, and then the R is double 9, and then the C plus O is another double 9, and of course 144 divides by 9. So 3 plus 15 plus 18 left over. It's just too good for the number 3 once again. So in a crescent moon you have love plus 3 letters that divide by 3. What more can you ask for the number 3? Full moon is love plus love, composed of the 4 27s. So the last one for us, well, let's throw new moon, of the new moon. Then you can add the word the in front, you know, which divides by 3, 33. So let's just quickly get new moon on the board. I hope this is all on, yeah, that's all. As long as it's all on the board and everyone can hear the sound of my voice. So a new moon, new is 42. An easy way to remember that is new 42, new 42. Ha, ha. So new is 42, moon is 57. So a new moon is 99. I love 99. And then love, can you find a 54 in that? That's a bit more challenging. Yeah, you can't find love. What you'll probably want to do is you'll probably want to combine all of these titles of the phases of the moon into a perfect set, and you'll probably get such astonishing perfection in that whole cluster of diamonds. Okay, think of all these words that God has ordained as individual diamonds that can then be cracked into smaller and smaller diamonds, or they can be strung together in jeweled rings of, you know, clustered with diamonds. Like you can gather all the phases of the moon and collect the perfect set, and then you'll see amazing things in that set. Remember, the word equals diamond. 60. New moon, and then let's just get half moon on the board. That's another favorite when there's a perfect half moon. Half moon. The word whole also divides by 3. You call it the whole moon. And then the word silver moon, you put the S is +1 in front of the gems of silver moon. That's beautiful. L plus 69. Wow. Whew. Yeah, we got to get, we'll get silver moon on the board in a second, because that contains love in so many. I'm just seeing it's got love all the way through it. It glorifies Jehovah. We'll get that one on the board. We'll just finish. So half moon this is too beautiful. I mean, half equals 27, which is exactly half of love. Isn't that amazing? 9 plus double 9 equals triple 9. That's the word half. The word love is composed of two halves that equal 27. Well, that's the value of half completely. So every half of anything is for love. And of course, just about everything that God created has two halves. Symmetry. So a half moon is 27 plus 57 is 84. You can add that to the whole party. And so you can easily find love in a half moon, because the word half is 27, and then n plus n is the other 27. That's amazing. And then you've got nothing left but two O's, which is, as we said, favorite for the number 3. So a half moon is love plus O plus O. Just good night. Remember, Jehovah, Jehovah is love, 54, surrounding O, dead center. That's what we see in half moon. Love surrounding two O's. So Jehovah takes the glory for every half moon, every new moon. Then you can combine all these: full moon, half moon, new moon, crescent moon. Now let's get silver moon on there, because every poet and every person on earth loves the phrase silver moon. So let's get silver moon on the board. We'll just keep these words on here, remove the numbers. That's fine. So a silver moon is so loaded with threes and loves, it's ridiculous. Now the S in front of silver is the +1 lead-in. The gold train here is threes. Now I want to pull out all the 27s here, and we'll find love. So the V plus the E, this is awesome. You've got the letters for love. You're playing Scrabble with the King of the Universe. You've got L-O-V-E already. Okay, so let's just pull that out. An L and an O, 27, V and E, 27. Then you've got the I and the R, which make another 27. That's really cool, because that's 9 plus double 9. Okay. And then you've got the M and the N, which make another 27. And then you've just got the final King O for the number 3 left over. So in silver moon, you have 27, 27, 27, 27, plus O, like a cherry on top, for the number 3. Give Jehovah a hand. He ordained it. This is His glory. The silver moon belongs to Him. It belongs to Jehovah. It belongs to the Triune God, God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost. No one says the word moon, or the word silver, or the double combination of silver moon without glorifying the Trinity every single time they say it or think it. That's exactly how it works. It's that simple. Grade 1 children can do the math. This needs to be taught in every single school, beginning with all the universities and all the elementary schools and all the kindergartens and everything on the planet needs to be taught this. Every single brain on this planet needs to be fed this truth. From the schoolhouse to the White House, from the palace to the poorhouse, all are capable of receiving this knowledge. That is so awesome. And so that obviously contains Jehovah, because remember, Jehovah is love wrapping around the central O. Every letter pairwise outward from the O makes multiples of 3. 30 plus 6 plus 18 makes love. Okay? So the divine word Jehovah, the name of God, is O wrapped in love. Well, that's exactly what we see in silver moon. In fact, it's an O wrapped in love plus love. The S is the famous +1 introductory letter. You can really drag it out. Silver moon. Just think of a steam locomotive, and the phrase steam locomotive is a perfect one to remember it by, because the word team divides by 3, the word locomotive divides by 3, and then if you pluralize it, you get another +1 on the end. So they're like trills that are like the steam locomotives that pull the boxcars of gold 3s. So say it like this, and think of a steam locomotive, how it lets out the steam, and there's a really long S sound, like you're just anticipating that thing churning forward. A steam locomotive. And then you can say steam locomotives. Okay? So you can say the silver moon. And it's very pleasurable to say it that way. The silver moon. And then if you have pictures of the moon, put onto one photograph, and a bunch of them there, you can talk about silver moons. So that's amazing. 27, 27, 27, 27, plus 15. And the big revelation this morning, as I looked at the moon, was, Derek, as a crescent, it looks like the letter C, which equals 3 by Divine Ordinance. And then it is always, in this very morning, this particular morning, you could see the perfect crescent in bright glow, and then you could see the entire circle of the moon in that gorgeous shadow, that hauntingly gorgeous shadow, So at all times, really, with proper human eyesight, and if you're away from city lights, you will always, in fact, see the C and the O. If it is, in fact, crescent, you'll always see the C, which is the glow, and you'll see the O, which is the full circle. The word glow divides by 3. It contains LO, 27, love, at the dead center, flanked in GW, which makes 30, 3 points higher. Okay, so now you can talk about the glowing moon. That divides by 3. The glow of the moon. And the word glow is so obvious. I mean, it's just crazy. In fact, it's just occurred to me that the word glow equals the word moon. And the 2 center letters both divide by 3. Let's get that on the board. The word glow equals the word moon. We've just proven mathematically that the word glow, when we say the word glow, we should think of the moon first. It's a glow. It's not like a bright, stark, it's this glow. The glowing moon. When we spend time in the presence of God, who is light, we then glow. We are not the light ourselves. The moon has no light of itself. It is just the glow of, it's glowing because of the sun. God is light. When we spend time in the presence of God, we have God's light. You can make all sorts of connections. So glow, but look at that, glow equals moon. So moon glow. Moon glow. But what I want to point out is that the 2 center letters divide by 3 in both cases. And then the 2 bookends stick together to make a multiple of 3. But what's cool is in moon, the 2 center letters make 30. You've got 30, 27. And then in glow, it's reversed. You've got 30, 27. 30, 27, 27, 30. Genius. Moon glow. And then you can cross-link these letters. You can put the G and the N together so that when you say moon glow, you've got chain linking. Like put the word glow over here. Now the N and the G link together to make 21. And the M and the W knit together to make 36. And I love the combination of M and W because artistically they're the same appearance, just flipped upside down. And that's why we have, when you go to the restrooms, you have the big capital M like this, and then you have the W, which is, the same piece of metal just turned upside down. It's like a lot of modern stylish restaurants do that. They ordered the same shape in metal for both the men's room and the women's room. An M And then a W, just turned upside down. Same metal, same shape. By divine ordinance, they knit together to make a multiple of 3, 36. Well, that's what we see in moon glow. It's perfect. It's always perfect. The glow of the moon. But silver moon. Whew, the silver moon. And then you can talk about the silvery moon. Because the Y on the end is just another +1 trill. Well, the gold of threes is still sitting in the center. Always. So whether you say the silvery moon, or the silver moons, or silver moonlight, you've still got your gold threes in the center. By the way, silver moonlight is beautiful because the word light is pure threes right up until the T, which is waiting, which is meant to bind together with all sorts of other things, lights being the obvious, plural. But silver moonlight is gorgeous because now the S from silver perfectly gets married with the T from light, as we've been saying all along, or the marriage couple made in heaven. Silver moonlight. And now you can get poetic. You can talk about the glowing silver moonlight. Words are king. Words are pleasure to the heart. So, let's get the math on silver moonlight. But I just focused on that, silver moon parallels the word Jehovah, the name Jehovah. So silver moon is 54. Love is 2 loves plus an O, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the gold train, that gold train, silver moon, was in fact 1, 2, 3 perfectly. That's love plus 15. Oh man, 1, 2, 3. Silver moon, 1, 2, 3. In 9 letters, 3 times 3. And you can count the strokes and get even more. I mean, I love to just, yep, sure enough, the number of strokes divides by 3. So this whole gold train is love plus O, 15 equals 1, 2, 3. And that is accomplished in 9 letters, and how many strokes? 3, 9, 12, 18, 21. And then now let's go silver moonlight. Okay, so we're going to add 39 points to that. Wow. So when you add the S and the T, now you're up to 162, which is perfectly love, love, love. 3 loves. Incredible. So we're at 162, and then we add L-I-G-H, which is 15 plus, 15 plus 21, which is another 36 points, which divides by 9. It's all dividing by 9. So 162 plus 36 is 198, which is a double of 99. So silver moonlight adds perfectly to a double of 99. Good night for the number 3. There you go. Silver moonlight. And if you say the silver moonlight, you push it up to 231 for the number 3. And then the glowing, glowing is glow is 57. Glowing is therefore 87. And then so the glowing silver moonlight is 318 for the number 3. You just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then another gem I want to share from this morning that is an obvious one that I've been seeing everywhere. It's March the 16th in beautiful Langley, British Columbia, Canada, and there are blossom trees everywhere. And blossoms divides by 3, and because tree divides by 3, then blossom trees divides by 3. So now you can say this: blossom trees with lots of blossoms. That all divides by 3. Blossom trees divides by 3. With divides by 3. Lots divides by 3. Of divides by 3. Blossoms divides by 3. And they are everywhere in profusion. So blossoms, what does blossoms add to? And then I'm sure you can find love and blossoms. I mean, the L and the O is sitting right there. 57 plus 15, 72. Genius. The letters that don't divide by 3 individually make 72, triple H's. then you add a final O in there. That makes 87, which equals truth, plus another 27 for the LO is 114. So blossoms equals 114. I can start preaching on eights to the glory of Jesus equals 888. That means that one blossom equals 5 eighths. Multiple blossoms equals 6 eighths. Genius. It's screamingly perfect always for Jesus equals 888 in Greek. So blossoms equals 114, and then tree equals 48. So blossom trees. Oh my goodness. So blossom trees equals 162 equals love, love, love. That's huge. So we got to get this on the board. Yeah, blossom trees. Blossom trees equals 162 equals love, love, love. Good night. Let's get this on the board if we can. There's so much gold on here. I just don't want to erase like anything. But we'll erase the word duffel, which we've solved a million times, and we'll just make a small amount of room here. As long as it's on the wall and it's recorded on video, I just want to find the 3 loves in blossom trees. Blossom trees. Three loves to be found. Okay. Blossom trees equals 162. Love, love, love. Which way do we want to start? Oh, look at this. I'm going to do a really cool one here. I'm going to take all the first and last letters, and that makes love. Not joking. Blossom trees. Can you see that on the camera? Yep, sure you can. That's all that matters. 15 for B and M. The 39 for T and S. That makes 54 perfectly. Wow. Blossom trees. So we found love number 1, capturing the rooks of the chessboard. Isn't that awesome? It's like playing chess with the very famous chess player. You're seeing things, and that's what chess players